It's never a waste of time to make time for the truth. A moment spent listening and paying attention to the truth can change your life. So let's take a moment for the truth. Psalms 119:30 says, I have chosen the faithful way. I have placed your judgments before me. Experience is a good teacher if you pay attention. It's the difference between someone who learns from experience and someone who fails to learn. When you see someone who continues to make the same mistakes over and over again, you've encountered someone who has failed to learn from experience. In the previous verse, we heard the writer request the Lord's assistance in keeping him away from false ways. But in this verse, he states, I have chosen the faithful way. This is not a boast. This is the stated choice of having recognized the false path. There are basically two ways to learn from experience. The first is to learn from personal mistakes. The second is to learn from the mistakes of others. But in either case, a recognition has occurred. It's the acknowledgement of the wrong, the false, the mistaken ways that lead to danger. This then makes the choice clear and certain. The word translated faithful way is actually from a single word. It literally means firmness. There's a certainty, a faithfulness, a trustworthiness to whatever this word is connected with, is used with. Where a false cannot be relied on, this way is certain and trusted, and the writer is wise to choose it. As I mentioned earlier, this writer is not boasting. Instead, there's a learned confidence in what he's saying. The confidence is there because he has learned that the way that he has chosen is firm ground. He restates a direction that is sure. He says, I have placed your judgments before me. This phrase is made up of only two words. It declares that the writer has set before himself the judgments of God. And what are the judgments of God? They are the judicial pronouncements of God against particular lines of conduct. God has declared boundaries for our lives. There are things that he says that are right and wrong, and there are consequences connected with each direction. The writer has said that he has taken those pronouncements and he puts them before himself. They show him the way to go, and the way to avoid. When we choose to follow God's directions, we're acting wisely. It's not because we know so much as to boast. It's because what we have done is to wisely choose the direction given by God. He has revealed the way of life and security. As you've heard me say before, learning and following God's directions will make you smarter than you are. This leaves no room for boasting except if you want to boast on the Lord God and who you listen to. Ask and follow his way. Choosing wisely only takes a moment, but it will be a moment that will matter. Thanks for watching and listening to Truth Matters Moment. Also, don't forget to look for our weekly podcast called Truth Matters. It comes out every Wednesday. Catch you later.